Welcome to the Golf League Network's video tutorial for the hole-by-hole match points section of the stroke/match scoring area in your league parameters. In this tutorial, you will learn how to set up both individual and team points for hole-by-hole scoring, and then how those points are won and awarded. So, to go into our league parameters, we'll click on our Admin tab, and then under Special, go into our league parameters. To find this area, we will simply scroll down our page to somewhere close to the middle, and there you will find stroke/match scoring. As you will see, there are three fields. The bottom two fields, match play win and stroke points total score, are explained in separate videos. So for now, we are going to concentrate on our first area, match points hole by hole. And as the name suggests, the two fields in this section will deal with the scoring and awarding of points per hole. And this is why there are no fields for front nine or back nine, as whether you are playing in a 9-hole league or an 18-hole league, the system will simply look at the scores shot on each hole to award the points. The first field is for individual points per hole won. And let me stop here briefly to explain about how the Golf League Network handles individuals. When the term individual is used, this refers to a single player on a team. Now, if you do have an individual league, that person is a team of one. But for a 2 or more person team league, when you see the word individual used, it means that the person's individual score or points will be looked at individually, but applied in the correct manner to their team. So let me try to explain by typical example of how this individual points per hole works. Let's pretend that we have a 9-hole league of 2-person teams, and they play for a point a hole, which is why you see the number 1 in this field. This is telling us that each hole is worth 1 point for a total of 9 points per individual match in our 9-hole league. On our pretend team of 2, we will call the better player our A player, and his partner, the higher handicap player, will be our B player. In a match, our A player will play the A player from another team, and likewise the B player will have the other team's B player as his opponent. Whether the match is scored gross or net, whoever has the lower score on a hole will win 1 point. If the opponents tie, then a half point will be awarded to each of them. At the end of the 9 holes, each player will add up how many holes they won or tied to determine the number of points that will go towards their team total. As remember, points won in individual matches go only to the team total, since there are no individual events in our Golf League Network when teams are larger than 1. So in this demo, if both players on a team would win every hole, that team's score from the individual hole by hole would be 18, since each player would have won all 9 points available to him or her. So now we go down to the team points per hole won, and here we'll also enter the number 1. Team points per hole won work in exactly the same way, except now all the members of the team will have their scores added together to make one total sum to go up against their opponent's total. So if our pretend 2-person team has a net 4 and a net 5 on the first hole, then their score would be 9. And if their opponents have 2 net 5s, they would have a 10. So the team with the score of 9 would win 1 point. Again, all points won in this format go towards the team's total points won. With this setup, if the team was not playing anything else, then each match would be worth a total of 27 points. But as always, if you have further questions, our staff at the Golf League Network are here to help you, either by clicking on the Support tab and then going to Support/Help up here on our taskbar, and then you would click on Contact Support, or you can phone us directly.